Yes.
Easy going right there. Looking at him. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Oh, of course. I just had to reinstall everything, so everything is broken. Give me a sec. But hello, VRML fans, and welcome back to another exciting Breachers matchup. For tonight, we will see two teams facing off. In the yellow corner is going to be Reignfall, ranked number 36. And then the blue corner is going to be DEFCON. So we're getting into the 5th week now. The weeks are flying by. I just realized it was week 5. And yeah, we're starting to see the ranks kind of even out a little bit. So I have not yet had the pleasure of casting either of these teams yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup page. I don't believe they've played each other. No. Yeah, so DEFCON, just a newer team into the division, it looks like. No wins or losses on the record. Reignfall coming in dead even at 2-2. So, always exciting to see some new up-and-coming team. Breachers is such a new game, esport, however you want to label it. For those of you who are new and may not know, Breachers is a tactical 5 versus 5 attack and defend style shooter in virtual reality, similar to games you may know called like Rainbow Six Siege and Counter-Strike. It's a cross between Rainbow Six and Counter-Strike is the best way I could describe it with regular games. And yeah, it's made by Triangle Factory, one of the, of course, sponsors of this stream. Triangle Factory, shout outs to you guys. Thank you so much for creating such an awesome game for us to enjoy here tonight. And yeah, I think you're gonna see some hopefully some new stuff. Like we said, the game is very young and the meta is still being developed out. But yeah, let's see what these new teams can bring to the table. Still just waiting for a few members to connect into the server here. So while we're waiting, might as well give a shout outs to some of our other sponsors. I mentioned Triangle Factory. Shout outs to Triangle Factory. Another sponsor is ProTube. MagTube by just ProTube. Make some of the best gun stocks, the MagTube specifically, which is the one I use. I have a whole wall full of gun stocks in my closet, and the MagTube by ProTube is the only one I ever use because it's just so good. It's so adjustable, fully carbon fibered out, super lightweight. You can tweak it to line up exactly how you want. I've got for breachers, I've got a nice little crazy foregrip setup that's very short and compact for those quick close quarter combat engagements. But if you're playing a game where you're into more long distance sniping, you can go ahead and stretch it out a little bit, give yourself even more stability. But if you suffer from shaky aim in any VR shooter, check out some of the gun stocks by ProTube. They make the best on the market. And also to HyperX. HyperX creating some amazing peripherals from keyboards, mice, headsets, microphones, all kinds of crazy things. I hear a lot of people really enjoy their HyperX headsets for a lot of good reasons. Just some solid peripherals there. And another sponsor is going to be X Stadium. X Stadium, a very cool way to check out some of these esports events. They also have live sporting events that you can watch in a gigantic movie theater setting in virtual reality with your friends. So a cool kind of way to get together and watch some stuff without having to physically get together, you know? Very cool. X Stadium, check them out. I don't believe we're streaming out live on X Stadium tonight. I believe it's Saturday and Sunday we do X Stadium matches here on VRML for Breachers. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend it. We've got a pretty awesome matchup coming up on Saturday for sure. I believe it's going to be Zenith versus Havoc. Number 1 spot versus the number 2 or 3 seed right now. Very exciting. Let's see if we can take out the... Let's take a look. Yeah, we can actually look at that right now. Number 1 versus number 2. So that's going to be Saturday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Yeah, exciting times. Exciting times. Just waiting on one more person to connect into the server here before we are ready to jump in. I actually reached out about the maps this time, and I did not get a response. So we're going to be finding out the maps one by one as we go. Looks like actually I can get you the insider information. The first map is going to be Skyscraper. So we'll be starting off the series on Skyscraper. So here on VRML, for those of you who are newer to the VRML format, the way we do it is we run 3 maps. It is a best out of 3 series. However, even if a team sweeps the first 2 maps and wins the series, we still play the 3rd map. And both teams are still going to be playing their butts off because every round counts towards how much that team will go up and down in ELO. ELO is, of course, a matchmaking rating that we give teams to separate and rank them. You know, it's a very important part that's we call skill-based matchmaking. So if you are newer and you're intimidated at jumping into the competitive scene here that you see on Breachers or any of our other VRML games, don't be scared, because jumping in and getting ranked lower seed towards like bronze or silver or something like that means you'll get matched up with other bronze and silver matches, and you'll have more competitive games, and that's the environment you want to be in, to be learning as a team and moving up the charts anyway. But we do have all 5 members in the server. Let me go ahead and give them the thumbs up. Let them know we are ready to go. And we'll be jumping into Skyscraper momentarily. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here on YouTube tonight. I see some people in the chat. Jessica says, let's go Reignfall. Damian B, Desner, One Time, Neon's VR. And it looks like we are jumping into the first map. My auto broadcaster isn't working, so allow me to just fix that. Make sure that I'm metering on the audio. Seems good. Broadcaster is checked. Anywho, getting in here on Skyscraper, getting things started off. It is going to be... Let me side swap here, because it is actually DEFCON on the defense, and Reignfall will be attacking. So the first round, for those of you who don't know, a main difference between this game and a game like Rainbow Six Siege is that there is an economy system built into the game. So here on the first round, you'll see nothing but pistols, and that's because everybody starts with only 900 credits to their name, and they just can't buy anything but pistols. They don't have a choice. That's the we call this the pistol round, as we're going to see a drop in from 3 members here from DEFCON, working down the stairwell, where they will... I see wreck everything being picked up by comms, putting that Jesper to use. The main attack swooping in towards the hallway. Comms and Crimson on the backside, just working some picks into the window. As I'm missing the action, Register is going to get the first one, but quickly traded out by Durday. Now it's on down to Budgie and Atomic Dog. Atomic Dog, of course, going to be finding the kill on the Crimson. 2v3 now. The wall getting blown onto A. Budgie here on the flank through the bathroom. He's going to get the headshot on Dakota and drops him. Atomic Dog now pushing in the front side. Is going to deny the plant. And now it's a 2 versus 1. It's all down to Durday, who's in the bathroom, trying to clear up Budgie on the flank. 2 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time to work with. But the first match already starting off with a bang. It's going to have to be the 1v2 clutch by Durday. Where they are at. Atomic Dog peeking his head over the counter and getting scooped up. Still with 70 points of health, and Budgie only with 4 points of health left. And he's got the syringe. 1:30 left on the clock. Struggling to find the syringe. Oh, where is he going to find the timing while the syringe is bugging out? That would be so unfortunate, but he is looking the right direction. I don't think he spotted him in the bathroom. He's going to go for the plant here. This is an opportunity for Budgie. He seems to be aware. I don't see any pings coming out, but he seems very aware that this flank is on. And Budgie, of course, peeking right into the crosshair, and that's going to be our foul. Durday from Reignfall, clutching out the first round with a nice little 1v2 there. Very good start from Reignfall. And as I was saying, there is an economy built into this game, and so now that Reignfall has won the first map, they have gained themselves an extra 2,500, I believe it is, dollars, something like that. 2,500 credits, we'll call them. And the losing team has only picked up 1,500 credits. Now, there is a balancing feature where if they lose 2 or more consecutive rounds, they will instead get 2,000 credits. A little bit complicated, but basically, if you win the round, you get more money. You lose the round, you don't get quite as much. And that allows for the winning team to start to build a little bit of an economic cushion moving forward. Whereas you'll see the losing team here buying up into an Omen on Budgie, but most of them sticking to their pistols. Like we said, DEFCON, a newer team, perhaps not quite adjusting into the meta. What you usually see teams doing, what you're seeing Reignfall do here, is they are actually, even though they won the round, they're buying into just pistols. We're going to see door blocker getting pinged out here. They're saving into just pistols so that they can buy the fully meta kitted out Vezin rifles. The $2,900 rifle at one shot's at a pretty decent range and has a very nice rate of fire. Atomic, looks like we had a push in through the window. They're pushing into the screen room, and Atomic Dog is going to pick up 2. DEFCON getting off to a really nice start here. Now all 3 remaining members from Reignfall. Look like they're shifting around the other side of the hallway while Crimson is just picking up the flank. Let's go on board with Coda here. As Coda gets into a bit of a fight down the hallway, taking some chip damage, and perhaps making me eat my words as DEFCON choosing not to save this round, but now having a solid gun advantage going into this round. Maybe predicting that Reignfall was going to save those pistols like a lot of teams do, and perhaps choosing to punish them by investing into these omens. Bit of a high risk, high reward here that will just about guarantee them the second round if they can keep things going the way they are. We're going to see Crimson working his way up the staircase. He's going to get a peek on Bada Boom, who's just backed up just in the nick of time to avoid this peek here. Bada Boom here on the defense. Looking around that corner with the Omen in hand. Has backup down the hallway as Budgie firing over his shoulder. And it's a firing squad as he just spams that whole clip around the corner here. And it looks like Coda and DeCracker are going to want to back up into that hallway. 2 versus 5 now. They're hoping for a little bit of over-aggression as he gets it. Coda finds the first one. Second one picked up by the Cracker. Oh, but the nade and wreck everything coming in with a nice follow-up is going to seal the deal for DEFCON, tying us up 1-1 here. Beautiful, beautiful round there from DEFCON. And look at this. Perhaps showing us that there's a potential, there's some potential for some mind games here in the economic meta, as they went against what most teams are doing, and it's gotten them not only the round win, but also their economy looks pretty good this round. They have bought into at least 4 rifles, I believe I saw. Looks like somebody sold one of them, but they got 3 rifles and an RCP 93 Vezins. Meanwhile, Reignfall, sticking with their tried and true full save, is going to have a full team of 5 kitted out Vezins. So perhaps this round may be a little bit of a struggle, but respectable. You got to admit, at least there's some options. It's always good to see people breaking off from the standard meta that you see most teams doing and showing us that there's a little bit of variety in all levels of this game. Not just the tactics, but also the strategy. We're going to see a quick breach here. Oh, quick headshot there from Registry as he was just perfectly prepared for the window that the Reignfall was deciding to breach through. And that slows them right down in their tracks. Palms is going to be picking up Rex everything over on the other side. And they're just chilling. They're chilling here. Crimson trying to work his way in. And the rest of his team holding the courtyard. We're trying to punish some aggression as DeCracker does exactly that. But getting picked off from the back as he doesn't quite make it back around the corner. And it's going to be all down to Budgie and Badam as the trades come in, but not quite fully in their favor. Both of these defending members tucked into this B bomb site now. So where will the attack come from? It looks like the proximity sensor is giving them away. Crimson here to defend out the window. Gets the kill onto Budgie. Now it's just Bada Boom. I was calling him Badam, I just realized. And it's Bada Boom. 1v3. See if we can get some bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. And his head gets spotted just over the couch. And that's going to be Comms sealing up the deal for Reignfall. Going up 2-1 now. And that's going to hurt a little bit. DEFCON there bought pretty heavily into that round, so they're not going to have a lot of money going into round 4 here. So I believe, hopefully we'll see them opt into the save, but it looks like they're going to fall for the time-old trap of force buying without having enough money to effectively do so. So this is something we talk about consistently. The move we see more of the top teams doing is when they don't have the money to fully invest. Like you see over on the blue side, all 5 of them have that meta Vezin in hand. And you're seeing them getting a scrappy buy here on the Revolters where they have an Omen, an RCP, a Cyclone, another Omen, and they only have 1 Vezin. If you're newer or just watching and you're not so experienced with Breachers, the recommended strategy here is usually to just save. Just go throw this round away, use your pistols, save up some money for the next round so that on the next round you can fully buy in to See where this attack is coming in through the screen room again. You can fully buy into those Vezins and put yourself at a better chance of actually winning the round, as opposed to getting caught force buying and having scrappy buys for the rest of the half. Of course, once we hit the second half, the economy will reset and we'll be back into a pistol round. There's 2 members here to defend. Atomic looking to hold the other side. A nade comes through. He spots the guy. Spotting the cracker there, passing the nade, and it's going to be Durday pushing in, but getting caught in the crossfire. Registry wanting to get another peep of Crimson. Fighting back. Finds one. Finding a bunch of damage on Direct, who gets picked up by Comms on the other side, and Registrate now. Finding Coda into 2v2. It's just a cracker and Comms. So this force buy actually working out pretty well for DEFCON. They've got it down to a 2v2. Remaining players do have omens in hand. Budgie here with a nice flank. Will he find the timing? The crack around the corner, but Comms ready. And it's all down to Bada Boom in 1v2. Once again, Bada Boom to clutch. See if we can get a little bit of Bada Bing, Bada Boom this round. Bam coming through the wall. Omen in hand. See a little bit of the nerves. Maybe a hand shaking just a tiny bit here. As he feels the pressure now. 2 remaining members of Reignfall looking like they're going to push in together. Comms with the EMP in hand. It's going to be the fight. The wall gets blown behind him. He's caught in a bit of a tough position, but... Oh, and the plant is going down. He gets the first pick, and he just not looking the correct way. Unfortunate there. Almost. Bada Boom not quite able to seal the deal. He finds the first one and then not able to make it out of the hole in the wall in time. Solid effort though. Reignfall going up 3-1 here. Good start from them on Skyscraper. And now you see this trap I was talking about. They're coming up just short. Perhaps if they were able to full buy into Vezins, that round could have gone a different way. But now this round is going to be the same story. You're going to be buying into SMGs instead of rifles. And you're not quite going to have that same punching power. Punching power? What's the word I'm thinking of here? Effectiveness of weaponry. There's a word for that I'm trying to think of. Punching power isn't it, but we'll go with it. And it's going to make this round a little bit tougher, but they're investing again. They're going to force buy, and they're going to, you know, at this point with 2 rounds left, I can understand. There is some merit into getting both rounds, getting a chance to win both rounds. I think maybe you save on round 4, and then you buy round 5 and force on round 6 if you have to. We're going to see another hallway. Breaches 3 members working down this stairway. Maybe looking to take control of these hatches. Oh, I missed... The action there's Durday picks up registry. Sorry, wrong button. Still working on the camera work here. Once again, running into the same door blocker setup. Crimson here on the outside. Comms working in with the active camo. I quickly dispose. It is a hatch play as Crimson goes down. Now where is Comms? There he is. Comms now left alone here in this lounge room. By the vending machines. Coda gonna find the hallway pick onto Atomic Dog just as Rex crosses the doorway. Tom turned just a second to react to the kill in the hallway, and Rex everything finding the perfect timing to cross over that doorway. Gonna pop his syringe once again. It's the cracker here to back him up. Peeking into this B bomb site. Comms is gonna find Rex everything, and now it's Budgie to defend. Shots going back and forth into Cracker looking to get aggressive here. Budgie with the Omen running out of ammo. It's unfortunate, and once again, as if a deja vu, it's Bada Boom left to clutch. This time in a 1 versus 4. EMP is getting planted. Here's the footstep behind him. Realizes that Coda is working his way in. Oh, but he turns. Doesn't quite find it. It's the snapshot from Coda to shut it down, and Reignfall showing a dominant performance here for attack side Skyscraper. Going up 4-1 is... very solid. Very solid performance here, I gotta say. see. So DEFCON now. Last chance in the first half to get another round on the board. Skyscraper notoriously generally seen as a defender-sided map. I've been noticing more and more recently, a couple of even my matches recently, we've had some if you win 5-1 on defense, oftentimes there's still a decent chance for a comeback. Depending on the teams. Some teams are a little bit more attacker favored and just have those attacking strategies favored out. But I would say you want to aim for at least a 4-2 scoreline on defense. And DEFCON are actually losing on defense 4-1. So it's going to be a very tall ask on the attack for them as we move into our 6th and final round. Day going to be picking up the first very quickly. Breaking that door blocker. Oh, Rimson and Comms here are going to be working in to the screen room. This same round. Bada boom there with the shotgun on the other side of the screen. And Crimson in the perfect position to defend. He's going to toss a nade in. There's no way to back up now for Bada boom. And caught between a rock and a hard place as the crunch comes in from the rest of the team. You got Coda peeking down the hallway. Registry manages to find 2 there with the RCP. And that brings us to a 2 versus 3. Is Atomic Dog here to defend. Finds the first one. Is it going to be able to deny the plant? Yes, he is. And that brings it down to a 1v1 as the RCP down the hallway was picked up by Comms. To active camo. Here's the footstep. Sees the head, finds the head, and it's Comms to bring his team up 5-1 to seal the deal. The first half here on Skyscraper. So, that's going to be the first half. Side swap coming in. Now it's going to be Reignfall over on the defense. And DEFCON switching over to the offender side. The attacker side, I should say. So, let's see what they can do. You know, they're a newer team. Perhaps they've worked more on their attack strategies than they have on their defense strategies. You never want to count them out too soon. See if they can win this pistol, start stringing a few rounds together, get a little bit of a comeback started. Taking a look at the defensive setup here for Reignfall. Looks like a pretty conservative buy here. Just investing into those pistols, a couple syringes, and 3 members saving. Deciding not to buy into any utility. Just want to be able to give themselves the maximum chance to buy some kitted Vezins, I believe, on the second round. And we'll see. Time will tell. You're gonna have to win the pistol first. It all comes down to the pistol. Breaking a couple different entryways here. Yo, third person, what am I doing with the camera? Coda was pinged out. I believe they spotted him there behind the window, but they have the angle. Looks like they don't. They're gonna take their time here on the roof. This is something we see a lot of teams do. Have a little bit of patience. You've got 3 minutes to work with. You don't necessarily have to force the issue right away. We're going to see a couple members move down the staircase here. They're going to be meted with a door blocker, and it's going to be... Oops, sorry, wrong team here. Registry working his way in. Crimson finds Rex everything. That's where I was trying to get on board with, but... Crimson also finding Bada Boom, so DEFCON not having a strong start. They are finally going to get their opening pick onto Day. A little bit of damage traded back and forth, and it's a 3v4 now. As you see, Registry working his way in through the vents while Atomic Dog and Budgie are wrapping around this back hallway. Is Registry? He has EMP in hand, so it looks like he's going to play it safe, perhaps wisely. Beat down the hallway from Coda. He's going to find Atomic Dog. Looking for Budgie. He's going to find Budgie as well. Budgie wants to pot. Ew, too many angles for Budgie to look with this. Now it's all down to Registry. Finds the first one. Looking for the second. He can't quite do it. And that's map point for Reignfall, going up 6-1. Very beautiful adaptation there on the defense. They were able to collapse on the remaining attackers from all angles. And it was just too overwhelming. You saw there as Budgie tried to tuck behind that box and he had one on his right, one on his left. He had to worry about them coming behind him. Just too many angles to deal with right there. Absolutely beautiful defensive play. Speaking of defensive play, let's get over to the defense and see as Coda has some connection issues there, but let's see what they do with the newfound money. Stay hydrated, people. Coda is going to be doing a little victory dance, perhaps, giving a speech. A bit of an interview. Let's sit in the crowd and ask him. Coda, how do you feel about your first casted VRML match here? Who's your favorite caster? Wow, that's cold. He just walked away. Anyway, moving back into the action. It's like, it's going to be a courtyard play here. 4 members of Reignfall in the courtyard. Just Atomic Dog. Over there, right here. He does meet up with his team quickly in the hallway. 3 members now. Pushing their way forward. They're going to spot Coda down the hallway. A little bit of damage traded out, but Coda's going to safely be able to back up. 3 syringes in hand now for the defenders. As it looks like they're going to try and double swing the hallway from both sides as Crimson tries to get a nade out. And unfortunately, the nade does not make it around the corner and he gets blown up. Very unfortunate there as Reignfall start to find a little bit, but Durday in the hallway trades out Budgie. Now let's go on board with the flank as Bada Boom and Rex Everything are going to have to break this door blocker to come around this left side and meet up with their 2 teammates. You know, on the other side, it is Durday to defend. Looks like we are seeing a shift over towards Durday. Durday's the only one here on the A bomb site. He's only got 33 points of health. Hopefully calls for his teammates to rotate as the enemy team has worked their way right into the bomb site. No holds back. Now it's all down to comms. DEFCON finally looking like, oh, and comms not going to be looking the right way, and that's going to be DEFCON putting up their second round. And this is what you need to see. If you're looking for a comeback, that's how it starts. But Reignfall fully saved into that round. So you're going to once again see them be able to hopefully fully buy at least 4 Vezins in hand here. Looks like Coda may have bought up a little something last round. Interesting little tripwire placement. Looks like he's trying to get it to stick on the railing. Not quite. I was going to say, I wasn't actually aware that you could do that. Go ahead and just drop it on the other side. I like that. Good positioning. What else we've got for defensive setups? Everything already pretty much placed. Taking a look around, it looks like they're going to put more of that money into the weaponry. Not a lot of utility thrown down. Perhaps a couple proximity sensors I'm not seeing. Probably another trip mine if I had to guess. I don't see any electrostatic field emitters. It's going to be round 9 here. DEFCON back against the wall as Comms opens things up quickly for his team, finding 2 quick picks as they tried to vault into the radio room. Bit of a spread out offense. You got Bada Boom and Budgie working their way in on the bottom floor. To connect up in the bathrooms, where meanwhile Wreck Everything has worked his way down through the server room on the top floor with that active camo. It's been Comms with 2 already. It looks like Rex Everything wants to get Comms off of the playing field. Comms perhaps not looking the correct way. Is Rex Everything going to get there in time? Does find the time. He gets a little bit of chip damage, but giving his way his position now. But it's Bada Boom and Budgie working up the staircase. Comms caught between a rock and a hard place, but Crimson there to back him up, peeking through that door blocker. Wonder if Bada Boom saw the head coming through the door blocker. He did, but not realizing Comms was tucked into the corner. Comms gonna have to fight his way out, and it's gonna be Budgie coming out on top of that one. Now it's Coda and Crimson. As Crimson does drop to Budgie, who breaks the door blocker as well. Now just Coda with a Spectral in hand, but it's all down to Budgie in a 1v3 to do this for DEFCON. Backs against the wall. It's map point for Reignfall. He has to win this to keep them alive. And here on map 1. Checking to make sure nobody's sweeping up from behind him from downstairs. EMP is down here at the top of the stairs, but there's a nice crossfire set up. Good day, gonna be the first one to peek, and he is gonna be able to do it. DeKraka was there to back him up, and that's gonna be map 1, going the way of Reignfall. So, there it goes. I was wondering if that's perfect. Oh wait, it just transitioned out. You missed the victory screen. Here, I'll give it to you. It was that button. Reignfall gonna be taking map 1 here on Skyscraper, and that is gonna put them up in the series 1-0. Taking a look at the score lines here. Tom's very strong performance at 13-4, and Durday as well. You saw both of them popping up there on the first map. Couple nice performances there on DEFCON as well. Got Registray and Atomic Dog putting up some decent numbers. Budgie not far behind. And yeah, just time will. We've seen it time and time again when you're. It could go either way, right? If the team rounds were going their way, they were winning those couple 1v1s and one. There were so many 1v1s that it came down to, right? DEFCON had just taken a couple more of those 1v1s. Perhaps it would have been a totally different situation. The map could have gone a little bit longer. But let's see if I can get some insider information onto the second map. Actually, I'm not sure if they've decided what the second map is yet, if I'm being honest. Because there's not been a single vote. And we are going to see, I think, a substitution from DEFCON coming in as one of their players is disconnected. Give them the ready up. But yeah, how'd you guys like that first map there? You guys doing on the YouTube? There is a bit of a delay, so we are not allowing any stream sniping here. We got to keep the competitive integrity of the game alive. So there is, I believe, a 3-minute delay set up. But I do thank you guys so much for hanging out. Damien B still here. I think we got some anonymous chatters. Other, that's his name. Other. VR Old Boy. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Heritage. How we doing? How we doing? Is everybody enjoying the show so far? Hope you guys are having a good time. I'm having an absolute blast here so far. First map started off with a bang. Reignfall got off to a quick lead, and DEFCON weren't quite able to close the gap. But next map could be a total different story, as we are going to see a side swap. It looks like DEFCON are going to be choosing to start on the defense. So they're going to start on the defense once again, and perhaps on a map where they're a little bit more comfortable. And also, you know, their first time being casted, it is their first match here as a VRML team. Perhaps a little bit of nerves, knowing that you are on stream can add a little bit of pressure that may not have otherwise been there. So perhaps now you see them loosening up a little bit, finding their groove. They got a little bit of momentum started there on Skyscraper, taking a couple of rounds. But they can get that rolling. As we still are waiting for one more to connect. Let's see. Are you guys liking Breachers? This new update, I think, is really good. We've seen them do nerfs to the SMGs. I've seen them do nerfs to the pistols. I have a theory that the next patch we're going to see is going to come with some nerfs to some rifles. If I were a developer for Triangle Factory, which I'm not, I'm thinking you nerf the range of the Vezin just a little bit. Just nothing drastic. It's in a pretty good spot, I think, but you just make it so that in those medium to long range fights, it just doesn't quite kill with one shot to the head. right? You still have the epic firing rate. It's always going to be the king of close quarters, but the close quarters combat in this game is so tightened in that with how far the Vezin headshots, it's just almost always preferred over the Marui. And I think if you pull that distance of one tap in to just close range, to close to medium close range, then I think perhaps you will see a bit more use out of the Marui, right? And maybe even the Cadillo, those long range one tap to the heads, can be a little bit more valuable, as it is going to be Hideout for map 2. So see what DEFCON can do starting on the defense here of Hideout. They are going to buy a couple of frag grenades, a couple of healing syringes, 2 spectrals, and 2 cyclones. Still seeing the cyclone. I do appreciate that post nerf, a lot of people dropped it and gave up on it, but a lot of people sticking with it and finding some success with it. I think it's still the king of close range. That auto fire rate that is nothing to joke at, you know? It's nothing to laugh at. Very much a real threat. We're gonna have the bottom floor spawn for the bombs. There's Crimson over here doing a little dance, making a little love, getting down tonight. You better be ready to get down into this first round, as it's gonna be Coda with the drone. Droning in. The wall gets blown immediately. Shots coming through from Ripper. Registry tossing a nade and getting pinged out from the drone. Where is the follow-up, though? Yep, we are going to see comms try to push in and follow that up, but getting dropped by Registry with that Cyclone, putting that thing to work. Spamming through the smoke. 4v5, but the damage is done. 2 members of Reignfall backing up because they are just down to 32 and 29 points of health respectively. And I don't see any healing syringes in the hands of Reignfall, so they're not going to be able to heal that back up. So let me just go ahead and side swap here, because it is DEFCON on the defense as Dirday finds a blender in the background. They're straying in a nice spot. That wall is not blown, so it's going to be bada boom picking up. I'm sorry, getting picked up by the Cracker. And now 4v3, but the health bars on every single member of Reignfall taking a good bit of damage. Let's see. Yep. Registry and Atomic Dog both finding one, and with a nice little 180 flick, Registry finding 2, and Atomic Dog also picking up a 2-piece on the other side. That's going to be DEFCON with a nice pistol round going up 1-0 here on Hideout. So already a different story to what we were seeing on Skyscraper. Finding a little bit of momentum as we move to the top floor. Bombs spawning here. The bombs do spawn randomly here on Breachers. Unlike a game like Rainbow Six, where the defending team gets to choose where to put the bombs, here it's randomized. So it just randomly cycles through all the possible bombs. Yeah, just you got to take what you get. We are going to see a nice little trip mine going down here. What else do we got? Registry with a proc sensor. Ooh, I like the proximity sensor here. Right on the lamppost. Bada boom. Looking where to put the other proximity sensor. Those of you who don't know, the proximity sensor is a piece of utility that creates an alarm, making a very loud sound, and also pinging the team through the wall, letting them know right where the attackers are coming through. As things are getting started right away, as Coda gets chunked down for 75 damage just for breaking the door. Comps over here peeking through the window. Jesper in hand, but Ripper has wisely backed up into that A bomb site. Damage has been dealt, and once again, no syringes in the hands of anyone on Team Reignfall, so Coda's going to be stuck 25 points of health. Unless they can kill and pick up a syringe from someone on the other team. Working their way in, Coda is going to get picked up by Registry. Crimson coming through from the bottom floor. The Crackers worked his way up the staircase. And once again, I like this. I like this play from the defenders, DEFCON. Showing some very much improvement from their initial defense. Getting a kill and then immediately falling back to meet up with the teammates. Not overextending and making it nigh impossible for the team to trade that kill out. Giving them the man advantage. And also not giving up any of the guns. You see all 4 remaining members of Reignfall with pistols in hand here. So you don't want to give them a kill and allow them to pick up any of your rifles or SMGs. It's going to be Ripper to defend. here on A. Looks like this is the focus for Team Reignfall. Crimson holding down the flank. But Ripper finding the first one in comms, finally getting the courage to peek through that doorway. And Dirday getting aggressive through the shower, finding a bunch of damage onto an unsuspecting blender. Registry does get aggressive on the flank, finally picking up Crimson, and now it's a 5 versus 2. Let's go on board with the Cracker, trying to hold the staircase while Dirday rotates back around. Dirday's going to be pushing in and foaming the wall. Registry peeking around the left side. The Cracker not in a position to trade. Just barely spotting the head of Registry. It's going to have to be the 1 versus 5 ace clutch to get back into the round. Not going to get past the first 2 as it's Ripper sealing things out for Team DEFCON. Nice clean second round, going up 2-0. So already DEFCON off to a nice little lead here. And there's nothing I would love to see more than a map 3 decider. So very happy to see DEFCON finding their stride here on Hideout, but this is a crucial round. Reignfall saved quite a bit of money. They're going to have a few rifles going into this round. It's going to be a bit of a different story as far as weaponry. You see 2 Vezins and a Cadillo bought up. But plenty of money for utility. This is probably going to make the difference here, is all the extra money that DEFCON is being able to put into this utility. You see the static field emitter, the door blocker here. There's another static field emitter over here. Really stacked and is ready for this pressure on the wine cellar side, which looks like this is where Reignfall wants to attack as well. The well-placed defense. Last time they chose to pressure in from the B side. Let's go on board with Coda here. So they are pushing their way in through wine cellar. They're going to very quickly realize that there's some static field emitters for them to get through as Dirday pushing through this hallway. Nade in hand. Looks like he's talking. Oh, he's aware. Oh, and just unfortunately Blender just trying to pick up that nade. I don't believe you can pick up enemy grenades in this game. But Atomic Dog getting aggressive down the staircase, gonna find the trade onto the Cracker and finding a good bit of damage onto Dirday there as well. Now it's Registry and Ripper both here to defend in a bomb site. Another wall getting blown. Looks like they want to. I'm sorry, another nade getting pushed down. Registry getting aggressive and finding one in the hallway and pushing right into the arcade, finding a second headshot onto Dirday, but Coda finally able to trade him out, and now it's Atomic Dog's turn. He says, let me get in on this action. Yeah, over here having all the fun without me. Accidental firing of his gun's gonna give away his position. Ripper gonna be pick up Crimson. Now it's just Coda in a 1v3. He's gonna find the first one. Now it's a 1 versus 2. Reignfall want to get their first round on the board. Coda's gonna have to do a little bit of work. Accidentally swapping the syringe out for the one with a longer cooldown. Very minor mistake, but unlikely to make a difference. Finds the first one and almost gets the second with the lineup, but bada boom. Shutting that one down and keeping the winning streak going for DEFCON, going up 3-0. Beautiful start here so far on Hideout. You gotta love to see it if you're a DEFCON fan. And now that economic cushion that they have is increasing. You see 5,000 credits on the way of bada boom. They're gonna have all the utility they want. Proximity sensors, door blockers, trip mines, static field emitters, you name it. Frag grenades, fire grenades, smoke grenades. Not flashbangs. What's the last one? Oh, healing syringes. Duh. So, one thing to note though, there is a limit. Because only one person survived at the end of that round, there is a limit to how many syringes your team can buy. How many of every piece of utility your team can buy. For syringes, and like most of them, it's 2. However, there is no limit to how many syringes you can take from the next round. Well, there is. It's limited to 2 per person. So the limit is 10. Being that only one person survived there in that round, They're only able to bring 2 syringes at most with them into this next round here. So 2 syringes to work with. Registry in a nice position behind the bedroom, but it's Atomic Dog to find it down the hallway. The Cracker also finding a bit of an angry DEFCON defending. Not a little bit of a nade toss going to get, unfortunately, find its way into the corner, and Registry had repositioned over by the couch. Is going to find a Cracker there. Now it's just Crimson. Looking through that skylight, you've got Comms and Durday. And now you're in a bit of a tough spot. 3 versus 5. 2 Vezins in hand, though, but I think they are wisely hoping to catch a little bit of over-aggression from the defenders. Mom's finding a bit of chip damage on Blender, but that's healing his syringe in hand. He's going to quickly heal himself back up. Durday getting aggressive, finding the peak on the Registry. Trading damage, getting a lot of damage in, but immediately healing up his Registry as he backs into that B bomb site. Durday also going to pop his stim, and now it's... Where's Crimson? Working his way in and then getting a headshot there by Registry. A nice little headshot. Now it's just Comms and Durday in a 2 versus 5. It's looking like this dominant streak continues here for DEFCON. So after losing Skyscraper 7-2, they're really putting on a show, getting off to a nice lead here in the first half of Hideout. Looks like we might be seeing a save. Nope, Durday still wants to peek in. Proximity sensor going to give his position away, and he's swinging in. I wonder if that was a misclick. Perhaps not, as you see Comms also dropping into the staircase. Looks like the call is made. They're going to go for this. Oh, finding the headshot on the Atomic Dog, but the Vezin versus the Omen is a tough fight to win without getting the drop on your opponent. And now it is Durday in a 1 versus 5 ace clutch situation. Proximity sensor going off. Position revealed to all 5 of the opponents. Will we see the collapse? Wisely decides to quickly rotate over to this A bomb site, but he's got a door blocker to contend with. Unfortunate. I grab a water. And now with just 5 seconds remaining, you have to imagine Durday wants to get the save, but Atomic Dog looking to shut it down, so he finds his 2nd kill on the round and a 3rd. Nice bit of economic damage there over to the way of DEFCON, but DEFCON still going to clear the round up and eventually finding the kill onto Durday, so that also hurts. You'd really like to see him be able to carry that rifle into the next round, especially after picking up such a nice string of kills there to defend. But still a valiant effort. He'll be happy to string a couple of kills together, probably feeling pretty good after getting a nice little triple kill right there. Let's see what the defensive setup is going to look like here for DEFCON, as they are now up 4-0. Not a lot of money to work with if you're Reignfall here, and they're also going to decide to buy in. With only 2 rounds remaining, it looks like they want to try to win both of them. They really want to try to somehow squeeze a 4-2 half out of this, but with 3 Vezins in hand, they got a decent amount of buy going. Well, let's go on board and see where the attack is coming in. We've got front door being quickly broken. I like this. This cuts off a lot of the rotations for the defenders. Garage door also being broken. Comms with the active camo. Crimson over there was in a bit of a fight through the A window. He is going to escape with his life as Durday finds some shots through the piano room. Nade from Registry down the stairs as well. Shots coming through the A wall there. I believe that was Blender spamming through the wall. And Coda with the EMP. A little bit of a peek in through the window. Does he spot the trip mine? He does not look like he spotted it. He's going to vault in on top of it and take a lot of damage there. And look at that. 3 members of Reignfall just absolutely taking a brutal amount of damage as the fight looks like it's going to happen over here on the garage side. Coda taking some more damage through the window. Let's go on board. It looks like there was an aggressive peek through the door blocker because that door blocker's still up. Crimson going to foam up the wall onto B. And perhaps Coda's fight on the other side was all just a diversion as Dirday is going to pick up the first one. Crimson with that active camo. And Combs with a nice headshot with the Taurus. They are trying to press the issue here onto B pretty hard, and the rotation is coming in. Ripper, excuse me. Coming in with a nice little two-piece. 2 more remaining. He finds a third. Huge round from Ripper here so far. He's going to find the fourth Dirday peeking around the corner. Wisely backs up into the garage. It's a 2v3 now and not a lot of health to work with. 25 health spread amongst the 2 remaining attackers. Meanwhile, all 3 of these defenders here at full health. As it is going to be the peek, and Ripper picks up his 4th. He's on for the ace. Can he do it? One kill remaining, but it's just the Cracker who has managed to get his hands on a healing syringe. So going from 6 points of health, you should get up to 86 points of health by the time it stops ticking. There you see, that healing has run out. But it's going to have to be the 1 versus 3. He's going to have to get past Ripper. He's already got 4 kills into the round. Proximity sensor still going off there on the van. Surprising that nobody has caught it yet. And Ripper is going to get the ace as he finds the 5th one onto the Cracker. Beautiful, beautiful play there from Ripper. You know, he's got to be happy with that one. Oops, where's Ripper? There he is. Just sit back and marinate in the success of your ace. Very good job, Ripper. Well done. Well played. And that's going to be DEFCON going up 5-0. A very, very different story here on Hideout than we saw on Skyscraper. So like I said, perhaps a little bit of nerves coming in. And it looks like DEFCON is officially shaking those nerves off and are finding their stride. See a nice little placement of the static blender with a tripwire. Look like he's going to place it behind the crate somewhere. We're just going to place it in the window there. A little bit of a risky spot. Can be spotted down the catwalk doorway, but good chance to catch someone off guard. See where the attack is going to be coming in from. 2 members stationed up outside the shower. Going to quickly break that shower window. Meanwhile, Coda vaulting in to the main lobby. Breaking that static field emitter. Ripper popping some shots off. Coda has worked his way up the staircase with just a spectral in hand. It is a force buy coming out. Obviously a buy. It's the last round. You can't save here. Does spot a tripwire, but not able to shoot it from under the door blocker. Crimson thinking about getting aggressive here through this window. And that is perhaps going to change his mind. Almost shaking his head there. As the remaining members of Reignfall have worked their way into the lobby. Blown the wall. Now popping some shots. His blender is going to find Crimson out the window. But it's the attack at the front that's going to have to win them the game. But bada boom. And Atomic Dog with the crunch from the other side. But the Cracker and Dirday trading back. Making it a competitive round. Now it is a 2 versus 3. Dirday getting aggressive into the monster with that Omen, making it work this round. Already with 7 kills on the board, looking for his 8th here to crack this round open and get Reignfall their first round of the half. First round of the map, really. Cracker peeking through. Ripper popping some shots through that hole in the wall. Seems to be a new bug in the game that wasn't there before. The syringes just aren't quite working as well as they used to. Sure, we'll see a quick fix from Triangle Factory. They've been on the ball with the rest of these patches. Oh, Ripper just barely spotting Dirday, and Dirday just barely not seeing Ripper peek his head around the corner. 45 seconds left. Spamming through the wall, finding a lot of damage on the Ripper, but not quite able to kill. He survives with just 9 points of health. Oh, and somehow he escaped with his life. That healing syringe going off and healing him back up. Finding a headshot on the Registry. Finding the second and finding the kill on the Blender. That's going to be a 1 versus 1, but with 2 points of health remaining, and he finds the headshot onto Ripper. Crazy round there from the Cracker. 1 versus 3. And just like that, hit him with a left, hit him with a right, hit him with another right. Oh, beautiful round. And just like that, Reignfall get their first round on the board. Crazy play there. You know for sure that he feels good about that one. Beautiful. Oh, that's the Breachers action that we love to see. The clutch, my favorite part of this game, being in the clutch. All the pressure is on. Everybody is watching, and you know it. And to be able to come through with all odds against you and step up and carry your team to a round victory. Oh, there's nothing like it. It just gets my blood pumping every time. So I'm sure that Dirday is feeling pretty good right now. But it is the reset. Back to pistol round in the second half. And even though they won that round and they got the momentum, they are still down 5-1. So they're going to have a clean sweep here on the second half on defense in order to win the map. For as soon as they lose one round, that puts DEFCON on 6. And at that point, the worst they can do is tie. There's 2 members of DEFCON now work their way, and it's Crimson in the laundry room, tossing a nice little nade. Ripper's going to be in a tough spot to dodge, and that's a lot of damage done, but Crimson's position. Oh, not the best flash. Luckily, it didn't prime. Gonna try that again. Fortunately, not making it around the corner, and he pushes into the B bomb site while Crimson is tucked in the corner. Ripper, with not a lot of health, is going to try to clear this laundry room out. The wall gets blown, and he's going to look the other way, and he's caught between the crossfire is Crimson, and that's a man advantage going the way of DEFCON. They want to get right to map point. They immediately blow the hatch. All 5 members of the team are up here, and it is Blender peeking through the connector into the boiler, through the B-bomb site, through the hatch. Wonder if we're going to see a fast drop through the hatch as a team, or if they're just looking to spot some picks and rotate around. On the defense, you've got Comms tucked in behind the parkour. The Cracker over on the A bomb site, and both Coda and Dirday in the hallway as they're going to blow the wall now. Where's the best spot to see both sides? The drop's going to come in. Red Stripe pushing through. Comms finding it from the other side, but he's caught from all sides. That was a beautifully coordinated push. 3 members dropping down the hatch. I'm looking the wrong way. Where am I looking here? All down to Dirday. 1v3. I could not decide where to put the camera there. Dirday is going to find the planter, but the plant did go down. That's going to give him a little bit of time to deal with this 1 versus 1. Bada boom versus Dirday. We've known what Dirday can do in the clutch. We've seen it. Nice little 1v3 in the last round. Can he clutch it out once again? Bada boom in a nice spot. He is going to find the headshot on to bada boom. Beautiful clutch there from Dirday. 9-6 now on the scoreboard. Beautiful. Putting that Cyclone right to work. Triple headshot right out of the gate. Bow, 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 bow. Dead. Time to kill. Still nothing to scoff at. And finding 2 syringes to bring back to his team for the next round. And that's how the comeback starts. It all starts with the pistol. Now you got a little bit of a money advantage. Now here's an adaptation I would like to see from Reignfall. One thing I've always seen them doing is, despite winning the first round, which they've done almost every pistol so far, except for the last one, 3 out of 4 pistols so far they've won. And looks like they're doing it again 3 out of 4 times. All 3 times they have saved. Fully saved. Not bought a single... Oh! Just as I say that, it looks like Durde buying a Vezin, handing it off to Coda for some attachments, and this is the adaptation that I exactly wanted to see. Because you see the other team investing heavily into guns on the second round, and that is an advantage that they've had with the weaponry. So yeah, to Cracker and Durde both buying up into those Vezins, this is the perfect setup for them to defend. You got a couple rifles in hand to shut down those SMGs. You just got to get that Cadillo out of the hands of Atomic Dog 61. And you are in a great spot to go up to map... Oh, I'm sorry, to stop DEFCON from going up to map point. I do really like the force buy from DEFCON despite losing because it's worked for them in the past and it'll immediately put them on to 6 rounds. Whether or not they can full buy into the next round is irrelevant because going up to 6 rounds is so valuable. As a team, at that point, the worst you can do is tie. Atomic Dog with the Cadillo in hand. Gonna be popping some shots into that door blocker. Once again, a bit of a spread, but most of the members of DEFCON are leaning towards the front side of the house. Atomic Dog getting caught through the stairwell, and that's the EMP down and the rifle down. However, it should be easily recoverable if Ripper does decide to rotate around. As I say that, Blender has worked his way into the piano room. All 5 members of Reignfall playing tight. I like this. You got 2 Vezins to work with. Stick tight on the bomb sites and play together. Oh, but a nice, as I say that, of course, Coda with a nice flank finds the kill on the bada boom. And that is going to be a 5 versus 3 man advantage for Reignfall. Trying to keep this comeback alive. The Cracker now. Finding the first kill on the Blender as well. So that's going to be 5 versus 2 now. Go on board with, it's just Registrate, peeking down the hatch, and Ripper pushing right in with a Spectral in hand. Did not want to recover the Cadillo. There it is. Registrate finds the kill on the Crimson, but it's going to have to be the 1 versus 5 ace clutch to win this round. Finding a lot of damage on to Durde as well. But still, 1 versus 4. Minute left. Appreciate the love in the chat as Registrate is going to drop in through the hatch, getting a lot of damage, but finding the first, but not able to do more than that. And it's going to be Reignfall finding their 3rd round, 5-3 now. Very respectable. They're trying to make the comeback happen, and they've done the economic damage. Now, here is where it gets tricky. Because if DEFCON can't manage to fully save and just let one of these rounds go without buying a bunch of SMGs, they could get stuck in the trap of force buying for the rest of the half. And that gives Reignfall a real chance to bring this back, because that means they'll have the weapon and utility advantage for every round for the rest of the half. And they've got the momentum on their side, and they're on defense. It's starting to look a little bit scary if you're a DEFCON fan. Speaking of which, if you're a DEFCON fan, let's give some love for DEFCON in the chat. And if you're a Reignfall fan, let's see some support. Who you guys rooting for? I want to hear you guys pump it out in the chat right now. Thank you so much for the kind words. Sputnik Cobra, really appreciate you for coming to hang out. Damien B, other Jessica, Bren, you guys are great. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for coming. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We got plenty more Breachers action coming at you as we move forward. And it looks like we have a disconnect substitution here. Bot Femk subbing in for Team DEFCON. Unfortunate disconnect. Yet another reason for them to save this round. Oh, Budgie makes it back, but not in time to sell the oral. Now let's see if he can perhaps make something happen with this. Oh. As he just face plants into the wall. getting himself sorted and situated back into virtual reality. It's always different. It's always difficult, like transitioning in between the actual reality and the virtual reality. There's too many realities. There's going to be a wine push. You got Ripper working down the stairway as the 4 remaining members have worked their way into wine. They're quickly taking out that door blocker. Oh, Coda got aggressive here on the other side. I didn't see that aggression coming in as he finds a second one. A nice little 2-piece, and wisely Coda choosing to back up. And now it's going to be the front line. Blender pushing around, trying to get some more control. Looks like he wants to foam both of these walls, but Coda finding a third. Oh my goodness. Now it's all down to Ripper. Where is my button for Ripper? There it is. 1 versus 5. And just the string of dominance continues. The nade, double peek, everything coming through there. Calm's cleaning it up. And Reignfall. Now only down by 1 round. 4-5 here. And this is where it starts to get scary. Like I'm saying, you really want to see a save round here come out from DEFCON before they run out of opportunities. Then again, they might not need to save. They could keep force buying. They just need to squeeze 1 round win out. Not only will that put them on 6 rounds, but that'll give them a little bit of an economic nudge into the round following. So if they can win this round, and then 2 chances they'll have to seal the deal. But buying 2 Vezins and a drone, investing very heavily into this, it's going to be an important round. They're going to have to clean this one up. I have no idea which way this is going to go. It's so close. 4-5. It's very, very close map. Anyone's game still. Reignfall looking to bring the comeback and seal the series here out 2-0. DEFCON looking to bring us to a map 3 decider. We will be going to a map 3 regardless of the results of this map, because every round counts in VRML. So the more round wins DEFCON can put on the board, the better. Even if they lose the series, it'll be better for their elo. We got some pings coming out. I believe that is Ripper with the EMP. Oh, wrong button. Let's see where he's going. Where is my Ripper button? With the drone. As the fights are coming in on that small stairway. Coda. Nice performance from him with 8 kills on the board already. The first line of defense here. Trades in. It's a 4 versus 4. Bada boom on the upstairs, getting picked up by Durday on the roam, and it's Budgie and Blender here coming up this small staircase. Coda's gonna hear them shooting that static field emitter. He knows right where they are. Calm's rotating in to back him up, but the static field emitter. Perhaps distracting at the perfect time. Oops, where is Calm? Yep, finding Ripper. Oh, it is Coda rotating back around, finding another one. Should have stayed on board with him as he finds a second, looking for his third, but Blender finally shuts him down. And now it's all down to Blender. Once again, in the clutch. Let's see what he can do. He's got a Vezin in hand. He's got that healing syringe. He's also got a frag grenade. We've seen it before. The 1 versus 3, definitely doable. He is gonna safely checking his back. Kids, when you cross the street, you gotta look both ways. Crimson tucked around this corner is gonna find the headshot as Blender not able to do it for his team. And just like that, we're all tied up 5-5. This map was looking very one-sided, and now definitely looking like anybody's game. I would say more in the hands of Reignfall, as they have the money, they have the momentum, the comeback, they've got the drive. Everything is going their way here in the second half. And I don't know what you can do if you're DEFCON here. Yeah, I think you just have to keep forcing and just really try to squeeze a round out. You just need to win 1 round. Bring it to map point. And just like that, the rest of the half opens up for you. But just showing us just how important the economy is here in Breachers. Making such a huge difference. You can have the best tactics and the best gunplay, but if you don't have the best economic strategy, you're giving your team, or I'm giving the other team the advantage in weaponry and utility. You're setting yourself up for an uphill battle. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here as Coda has been having himself a great game, but Durday with that nice little 1v3 and the Cracker 12 and 7 having a really great second half. Atomic Dog and Ripper also putting up some good numbers. Looks like it's gonna be a fast push in here. Quick push. They got a door blocker. The nade's gonna come through. Foaming up the wall. It's Comms to defend. Quick push in. Blender gets through with the trades are coming in. Oh, nice trade. They're just piling into the bomb site. I like this aggression. Budgie also finding, it was Atomic Dog and Crimson dying in the connector, and Budgie getting aggressive, and Coda trying to find the flank. Absolutely beautiful round there from DEFCON, and just like that, they go up to map point. They shut down the win streak, take their first round of the second half, and that is all they needed to do. Beautifully done. Beautiful. I love it. Pile in. Just death ball strat. All 5 people punch a hole in, blast out of that hole, spread out and kill as many people as you can as quickly as you can, and catch the defense off balance before they have a chance to react. It was beautiful. They got in, they got established, they got the site control, and they turned around well in time to catch the flank. Crispy, crispy round from DEFCON there. Absolutely great. This match is heating up as DEFCON are on map point as we go into the final round. Will DEFCON cinch out map 2 and tie the series up 1-1, or will Reignfall draw the map at 6-6? Either way, we're getting this map 3 decider. Even if the map is drawn, DEFCON will have a chance to win it and tie the series. Excuse me. If Reignfall managed to tie this, the worst they can do in the series is tie. Of course, I believe they're still going to be playing for the win. They're on the 3rd map. Perhaps another similar quick play. We see the nade come in, break the door blocker, and once again, all 5 members of DEFCON are here. Wonder if they are going to have a similar pile in. This should be Comms here to defend. Durday spamming through the table. The fire, another fire nade comes out. That's going to slow down the push. Very great use of the fire grenades. Who is it flanking around the left side? It's Coda. Coda, but getting picked off by Blender there. Oh, the spam through the wall. Crimson finds Budgie and trades it out, but Crimson immediately getting dropped. And the rotation's now coming through as the push comes in. 2v3 now. Comms to find a second, and to Cracker to find one on the backside, and now it's all down to bada boom. What was looking like such a promising round. Left bada boom and a 1v2, and he drops to Cracker down to 2 points of health. Not quite able to seal it. And that's going to be a map draw here on Hideout. Oh, such a back and forth game. What a beautiful comeback from Reignfall. DEFCON finding their stride finally in the second half, but not quite able to seal it. Woo. What a map. What a map. Are you guys having as much fun as I am? Let me see. Are the votes in? Have you guys been supporting your teams? Let's go. Let's go. Comeback season. Yes. Yes. Jessica Brandon. Taking a look at the scoreboard was Ripper leading the charge for DEFCON with 12 kills. The Cracker for Reignfall popping off with 14. Couple other members on Reignfall with some double-digit performances. Very, very tense matchup we got here, and we're going to a map 3 decider. It is going to be factory to see what happens. Now, because Reignfall won the first map and drew the second map, the worst they can do in the series is tie. If they lose the third map, it will be a series draw. If they win the third map, obviously they will win, having won 2 maps. If they draw the third map, they will also win. Having a win and 2 draws is a win. So, they only need to get 6 rounds to officially cinch the series. But, DEFCON finding some momentum there on that map. They are going to want to draw this series out. If I know them, I'm assuming. Everybody wants to win, right? Let's see. DEFCON by Forrest Drake voting for DEFCON. Who else we got over here? Go Reignfall. Damian B voting for Reignfall. Let's go. I'm on Reignfall, so going for them. Yeah, other. Appreciate that. Proud of Reignfall by Jessica. Let's go. We got some Reignfall supporters. Comeback is crazy. Comeback. Let's go. Let's go. Hype in the chat. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out here on YouTube. We do have a bit of a disconnect here. You may have noticed we lost someone in the middle of that last game, so perhaps DEFCON gonna take this time, take a little time out, recharge the batteries, mentally recharge, and come into map 3 ready to tie the series out. Great series so far. Absolutely great. And for those of you who are tuning in a little bit late, we got plenty of awesome matchups coming. If you take a look at the NA standings, Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got Havoc Esports versus Zenith VR Esports. The number 1 and the number 2 teams here in VRML going head to head. That will be streamed live here on the YouTube as well as on X Stadium, I believe. We got another few hype matches coming later this week. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the show and you want to stay tuned. Also, if you want to get involved in the action, head over to vrmasterleague.com. Whether you're a player, you want to join or create a team, get involved in the competitive action, or as a spectator and you just want to vote for which matches you want to see casted, or who you think is going to win. Get those connoisseur votes in and show that you know this game better than anyone else. In the competitive scene, who's going to win, who's going to lose? We do have the reconnect because all 10 members have connected. Let me go ahead and give them the thumbs up. We're having some communication issues, but I've given them the ready up. Map 3 gonna be factory here. See if I can go ahead and factory. There you go. Map 2 was Hideout and map 1 was Skyscraper. Look at that. Beautiful thing. As we are getting started in round 3, it's going to be Reignfall on the defense. Players getting connected in. This one could go either way. Map 1 was a strong performance from Reignfall, but DEFCON really found their stride there on map 2. On the defending side. So here on map 3, let's see what's going to happen. Will Reignfall run out of gas? Will DEFCON find a third wind? Or will the earth explode and all of us die before we get to see the match end? Controversial opinion, but I'm just saying, you never know. You never know. Just because you drop a rock and it falls to the floor 100 times in a row, that doesn't mean that the next time you drop it, it won't float up to the ceiling. Wise words. From an old guru I used to know. So a little bit more of a utility investment here than we're normally used to seeing. Saw a couple static field emitters. Oh, and it's going to be a quick play in on the upstairs, perhaps taking a hatch control. 4 members here for Team DEFCON. Nobody roaming upstairs for Reignfall, so they're going to get clean control of the hatch. Where am I doing with these cameras? Jesus. Clean control of the hatches. I do see breaching foam in the hands of Blender. Looks like he's going to blow this A hatch, and they're going to quickly drop into the A. It's Comms here to defend. Comms in the corner, not managing to find a single one as the first 2 opening picks. The first 3 opening picks go the way of DEFCON. They got full site control now. And now it's Jerday's Budgie. Pushes through and finds it. It's just a cracker in a 1 versus 5 situation. And this round fell apart so fast for Reignfall. You hate to see it. And I'm in the wrong screen. I could have capped a beautiful replay there, but absolutely missed it. 1 versus 5. Spectral in hand. EMP planted. I wonder if there's any merit to saving this Spectral. But it doesn't have any util to bring to the next round, and I don't think... I don't know, but you could save $500 by just not losing this Spectral and having to buy another one next round. Finding the first pick on the Budgie, down to a 1v4. Oh, gets the headshot on the wreck everything, but not gonna be able to do. Uh-oh. That is not the correct replay. As it looks like my replay didn't start again. So let me go ahead and fix that. There we go. That should solve that. Sorry. We got a double replay for you guys. Oh well, it happens. Nobody's perfect. These assets here still getting built out. We got a production team hard at work. Shout outs to everybody in the VRML to make this happen. All my fellow co-casters and my production team. You guys are all so awesome. Thank you so much for making this cast possible. I love bringing this Breachers action to you guys. You guys are having a good time. Hit that thumbs up button. Let the algorithm know that you want to see some more of this. Help support the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. And it really helps us out and lets us know that we're putting on a show for you that you like to see. Now we're going to see a very heavy investment into this next round as 3 Vezins, 1 Viper, and an RCP. Pretty much a full buy here on round 2 from DEFCON. It's a bit of a risk playing like this because every person that dies now on DEFCON is going to be losing a gun that they could otherwise be bringing into the next round. But with 3 Vezins, looks like 2 people are going to be able to buy rifles. So if you can just keep 3 people alive, if you win it, that's clean. With 3 people remaining, then you can take those 3 rifles into the next round and probably have a full buy. Oh, as we're seeing, Rex Everything has worked his way in, but quickly shut down by Coda, who is going to rotate back around, and that is an RCP down if the Cracker does get bold enough. Pick that up. We're going to see a quick hatch drop here as Atomic Dog and Blender. It's going to be a blue staircase side. Atomic Dog charging his way into the bomb site. Finds the first pick onto Crimson, and that's going to open up the A bomb site. We're going to see a nade coming out into the connector. It is going to catch comms in the hallway. What a beautiful nade. Atomic Dog finding Dirty. Now it's the Cracker. Where's my Cracker button? The Cracker here to defend Coda on the flank as well. Where he's just holding their positions, trying to punish a little over aggression. Just pistols in hand. Atomic shutting it down. Where is he? Now it's just Coda. He's not aware that there's an RCP down over there in the locker room. He could go pick that up for free. But he's going to do it with the Spectral. I'm almost at the point where I'm ready to catch these mid-round replays. Ooh, nice little headshot on the Ripper, barely surviving around the corner, but he finds a double headshot onto Atomic Dog. What a beautiful shot that was. Oops, pressed the wrong button here, and it is going to be DEFCON going up 2-0. And they do manage to keep 3 members alive. Oh, I didn't catch the end of that. A little too soon. They do keep 3 members alive. They bring 3 of those rifles here into the next round. So if Rex Everything and Blender full buy up into rifles, we see the Marui coming out from Blender, dropping that over to Rex Everything, and yeah, Crimson with the shotgun. A little Canut action. Canoe, maybe? Maybe they call it the Canoe. Is it a French gun? I'm not sure. See what they're doing here. A little bit of a dance. A little shenanigans coming out here from Reignfall. They're fun. They're having a good time despite being down 2-0 here on the Decider map. Everybody's having fun here. On the side of DEFCON. Atomic rotating around to orange. It's gonna be a quick vault into the bathroom. Wrecks everything. With the Marui in hand. Marui great for long distance gunfights. As that range catch people. As it's Atomic Dog and Blender. Coda managing to pick up. That's the EMP down. As he finds Ripper, and Ripper and Budgie dropping to comms. Wrecks everything now, looking to find the trade. Oh, and the shotgun from Crimson. Absolutely brutal as Atomic Dog and Blender push their way in. Atomic Dog finding 2 into the round, but the EMP is down in that hallway. Atomic Dog backing up and healing Blender up. Blender with the nade in hand, just going to chuck it there to make sure nobody's pushing out of the connector anytime soon with the nice little pre-fire, but doesn't quite find any damage. And Coda does find Blender. Now it is Atomic Dog finding his 3rd of the round. It's going to have to be the ace in order to win this in a 1v2. Pressure comes in. The first one walks right by him. Can he find the final one? He does. It's the ace for Atomic Dog. What a beautiful round from Atomic. And that is going to put a DEFCON up 3-0 now. Keeping the win streak alive. That was just a beautiful, beautiful play from him. You love to see it. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh no. Oh no. Client has shut down, kicked by a plugin. Oh no. Are they still in it? Let me see here. If I can get back in. I don't see the server. Did the server crash? Now this could be very interesting. I'm not sure what the procedure is going to be here. It looks like the server went down. Well, well, well. The drama continues. The plot thickens. What will we do now? I'm not sure what happened. If the server... I just got kicked out and I'm not seeing the server show up in the list of servers, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. Well, we have the stats at least to look at so far. Atomic Dog with that nice little ace going up to 8-1, just having an absolutely stellar performance. Hopefully the game is just still going and somehow I just got kicked and they're happily finishing out the series. But unfortunately for us, we aren't catching any of it. I'm just frantically scrolling up and down here. Let me back out and reload the server list. That is such a shame. And it is a server crash. I have confirmation. Interesting. Interesting. What do we do? What do we do? I'm not a moderator. I don't know. We're going to have to contact a moderator and figure out what the procedure is here. And just get in touch with my moderation team. Shout outs to everybody at the VRML team. Lots of great volunteers bringing you guys some great competitive action. Taking a look at some of these highlights from that second map. We catch... where's the... oh. Yeah, I hope we didn't miss the 1v3. I think it's coming up the next round. Yeah, it was the final round. Reignfall. Was it DeCracker? Was... not, it was DeCracker. It was in a 1v3. Check this out. Boom, headshot. Boom, quad body shot. One more and he finds it. Oh my god, that was so crazy. Let's go, DeCracker. Yeah. But here we are, stuck in between. Let me keep in contact with these guys so they don't start panicking. Get the server back up, hopefully. Oh, they do have a server back up. There we go. Did I type that right? No, I did not. Even close. Not even close. Here's my patch lock. Oh, now my game is completely bugged out. Let's just restart that, shall we? Let's just restart. What are you gonna do? What can you do? Yeah, they're getting another server up. Thank you. Thank you for Jessica, the chat. Happened to everyone? Like the whole game servers crashed? Oh, that's crazy and unfortunate timing. That'll do it. So, we're all back in the server at least. Trying to get in touch with a moderator here. It looks like we might not have one available. What? Nope, okay. Yeah, we might have to replay the score. I mean the map, which sucks for DEFCON. And it looks like they are just gonna jump back into it and replay. Get back into our game scene. So once again, round 3. You do this. My game crashed as well. Unfortunate if you are a DEFCON fan, because they were looking real good there. Up 3-0. Very strong start for them. Ugh. You hate to see it. I wish there was a way we could just... We're streaming, right? We know how much money everyone had. We could screenshot it, right? Give it, go back, give the round counts, and give everybody the same guns and money and utility. Somehow. But the tools are just not there yet. Because it's going to be another pistol round. Hatch getting blown immediately. Immediately with another quick hatch shot, finding Coda. In the hallway, Atomic has Durde pinned in the corner. Aggression's coming in. Nice nade into the closet. It's going to find Crimson. Tough spot. A little bit of damage comes in. EMP's in, but they don't need to find the kills. Tom's there with the crossfire. Comes in. Tom's finding 2, but the nade picking up Ripster. To Cracker on the back end. In a fight with Rex. Rotating back around to help out his teammate. He's going to pick the headshot up onto Ripper, and it's a 2v2 now. Damage done, though. Not a lot of health onto Cracker. Comms. That syringe slowly ticking him back up. Wrecks everything in Atomic Dog. Wrecks everything. Gonna find the Cracker. Now it's a 1 versus 2. Calm's all by his lonesome. Here's the MP going down. He's gonna be in perfect position to deny it. He does exactly that with the Jesper in hand. He's trying desperately to vault up. That's an audio cue for Rex. Dropping back down. Is he gonna find the timing? Rex coming around the corner, and he's gonna find it. Rex shutting it down. DEFCON, true to the first time we saw it happen, going up 1-0, winning the pistol. Very well done. Unfortunately, Calm's just struggling with the syringe. Unfortunate if you're... Did it crash again? What is going on? There's so many servers that are just still up. Are we like... Do we need to switch regions? This is 4 rounds now getting robbed away from DEFCON. Oh boy, the plot thickens again and the drama continues here on VRML. Might need to... Like... Let me take a look at public servers on here and see. I mean, there are a bunch of full Dallas servers still from every region. Oh wait, no, it is Dallas. It's a Dallas issue. Let me get a message to the players here as well. Has the stream been like... I'm in Dallas. I mean, I'm in Dallas. I'm pretty close to... I'm on the Dallas servers, is what I mean to say. Has the stream been jittering at all or having some issues? I've been seeing green across the board. I'm getting a solid 13,000 kilobits per second. Shoutouts to YouTube, by the way, for being able to stream at such a high bit rate. I just absolutely love it. Hopefully it's not difficult for you guys to watch. The encoding seems pretty good on YouTube. But yeah, I believe we're gonna have to see a server swap, and we're gonna have to... Yeah, there's a ticket open. I don't have access. I am just a caster. I know I seem like I'm a total boss and I run the show, but I'm not actually allowed to make executive decisions on things like this. All I can do is convey, correct people to handle it. This would be a league moderator or a league assistant helper type of thing. There's a rule set in place, so. This is something that we are going to be putting in the season 1 rule set. This is the preseason, so this is why we are doing the preseason. We were doing it, trying to figure out all these little nooks and crannies, and we don't have the everything fixed up yet. You know what I mean? We don't have everything built out all the way. It's still a work in progress. Breacher's a very new game. Those of you who probably already know this. It looks like we are going to get another server up here in a moment. Not a Dallas server, hopefully. Seems to be the plan. I think we're going to have Budgie hosting. I don't know. There's a ticket open, but I'm not a moderator, so I don't have access to the ticket. Just a caster. Just here to entertain you guys. So, apart from the server crashes, which have been very unfortunate, especially for DEFCON. They were off to such a good start. This is such a momentum halter. It's brutal. How you guys liking the show so far? You having a good time? Good time? Good show? It's been an intense back and forth series so far. Yeah, so we're gonna have to start the map over because it was in the first half. If we had made it to the second half, what we could have done is we could restart with the sides swapped, rounds already adjusted from the first half, and you just play the second half out. Right? Because you can do that because everybody starts with 900 credits and it's not complicated to do at that point. So, but because we're in the first half, we are just gonna have to restart the map from the beginning. I believe. Now, these are rules that we are yoinking from Pavlov right now, but I believe that's going to be the... moderator's call. And my game... So when the spectator just totally crashes with that, I have to reboot my spectator game. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate, but you can't have everything run smoothly all the time. You're bound to run into some obstacles, especially when you're building out this whole new competitive scene for this new game. We'll get it all built out and figured out here. Probably by the time the first season comes in. Be at least more built out than it is right now. There we go. There we go. It's still not letting me in. What the cracker? I type in the password and it just everything just all the buttons go gray and it just doesn't connect me. Let's try and reboot it one more time. Give it a sec. I'll shut down. Come over here. Let's take a breath. I know this is stressful, even to the people watching. If you guys are rooting for your team, especially if you're a DEFCON fan, or even if you're a Reignfall fan. I know you're stressed. Take a deep breath. We're gonna get right back into the action. That's crazy. It's not letting me in the server. Trying to think of what to do here. We're having all kinds of problems now. They did get a server up, and I can see it, and I know the password. I just want you guys to see what I'm seeing real quick. When I hit join server, I type in the password, which I won't tell you guys what it is. I hit continue, and now it's working. All right, we're in. We missed the first round. Fixed the leaderboard thing real quick. Oh, First round, another banger. Atomic Dog dropping. It's all down to Rex everything in a 1v2. Once again, we're getting things started off. A stressful pistol. If you can find the headshot on the Crimson, he'll have a good chance as Dirday is only on 1 point of health, but we are going to see Reignfall taking the first round. The third first round here on the third map. Now, if that doesn't make your brain twist, I don't know what will. But this is the third first round that we've done here on Skyscraper, and it is the first round that Reignfall has won. So unfortunate turn of events for DEFCON. We didn't quite get to see what happened, but I'm sure they were excited to, you know, get this one underway, considering how much time was wasted. They probably got stuff to do. People got places to be. And it is unfortunate. DEFCON really getting burned by the technical glitches. The Dallas servers not in their favor. But don't count them out yet. We see a couple of Vezins and a Canut being bought up by Reignfall, so they want to keep this momentum going. Still anyone's game. Shake it off. Just get right back into it. You see them breaking all kinds of windows over here. Vaulting in quickly to that orange staircase side. Rex everything once again. Pushing in. And it's Dirday to defend. Crimson with the shotgun. The Cracker holding that assembly side, but it's an orange stairs plate. Where's my buttons? Are on the wrong people. Oh, that's why. Okay. All 4 remaining members of DEFCON over here on the orange stairs. Atomic Dog's worked his way into the window. Like he's gonna foam up the A-wall. A-wall gets blown. Nade coming through to hatch. Into the connector's gonna find Dirday. That's a beautiful nade, and he's gonna be able to get a cheeky little plant here. There it is. He found it. As the shots coming through the connector, the team is here to defend. It's a beautiful attacking effort. Crimson with the shotgun gonna find the first nade coming in from Coda. It's all down to Budgie and Atomic Dog. That EMP did get planted. Atomic Dog peeking through the window, able to cover from outside. Jiggle peeking here. Getting spotted by comms. Now they know he's here. I have to back up and reload. Budgie choosing to play it from the downstairs. Comms has worked his way around. And it is going to be the Cracker picking up the kill. And now it's just Budgie to defend. The defuse is coming in. 1 versus 3. He's going to have to make his move. Audio getting spotted out. Doesn't know he's in. And it's going to be comms cleaning it up. And Reignfall take the second round here. The second round. For the first time. I'm confused too, chat. Don't worry. It's confusing. It's very confusing. But it is going to be a 2-0 scoreline here on Factory. Very different story than we saw the first time through. And I hope that DEFCON doesn't let that get into their heads. As we are going to see a full investment here in the third round. Budgie got a Vezin. 2 RCPs and 2 orals in hand. It's going to have to all come down to this. You want to get that momentum started like you did in the third map. You got to win this round right here. Taking a look at the defensive setup. Dirday looking to place this trip line down. He's going to place it right on the orange staircase. Beautiful positioning. Cracker with the static field emitter. Where is he going to drop that? He's just going to chuck it over towards the orange side. And now we're going to go on board with Team DEFCON. There's actually Atomic Dog. Rex everything has just worked his way in. Atomic Dog with the EMP. Taking immediate control of this orange hallway side. Wall gets blown. Ripper is here. Blowing all the walls onto A. Coda with the nades gonna find Budgie. Atomic Dog does get dropped from the connector, and DEFCON members are dropping like flies to cow pies as Rex everything manages to win that fight with Dirday, but it's a 2v4. And Blender looking the wrong way. Unfortunate timing. That's just Rex. 7 points of health. Hucks a flashbang. He really needs to wait for that syringe. Plenty of time on the clock. Ooh, fire nade almost finds the mark. Luckily, the fire does not spread. Really just needs to buy time. That syringe. There is the syringe. 1 versus 4. Coda, syringe in hand as well, going to be able to heal up shortly. And it's going to be Crimson with a shotgun to shut it down for Team Reignfall. 3-0 now. As we see a complete flip. It was DEFCON up 3-0 the first time through, and now it's Reignfall up 3-0. And their economy has also been shattered with the heavy investment into that round. Meanwhile, over on the side of Reignfall, they've got all the money to work with. The momentum completely flipping here. I know we got a few Reignfall fans in the chat. You got to be excited with the way that this one is turning out so far. Yep. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us. I know we had some technical difficulties there, but we're powering through them. Gonna look at the defenders here. We got Dirt Day. Nice little aggressive position here in the assembly room. Nice little trip mine behind the urinal in the bathroom. The Cracker. Already with 4 kills on the board. Taking a look. Another spread attack here as Budgie and Ripper have worked their way in down the orange stairs pretty quickly. Budgie got that Hideout in hand. It's going to be Rex everything to find the first pick. The Cracker with a nice little 2-piece over on the assembly side. Absolutely, it looks like they did drop down. Atomic Dog now here trying to recover that EMP, but it is Budgie and Ripper with control of the A bomb site, which doesn't give you much without the EMP. Gonna have to move back and connect up with Atomic Dog to recover that. And look at this positioning from Crimson. Crimson in the perfect position to absolutely cut them off. Palms with the 2-piece, shutting it down. Reignfall up 4-0. Well, the replay, I just realized every time I'm doing a replay, it's showing the same replay again. This is a bug. Give me a moment. We will fix it up here. We're gonna have to switch scenes real quick and switch it back. All right, we're in there like swimwear. Couple server crashes causing all kinds of problems here, and it is going to be DEFCON with the money to buy again into this round. You see SMGs across the board with the exception of Atomic Dog, Vezin in hand. Gonna have to lead the charge here for his team. Crimson with the Knut on the defense over there, just finding some massive success with that budget-friendly weapon. Gonna be the Death Ball 5-man push into the assembly side. We've seen it work for them before. They're gonna pile up, work together, and throw everything but the kitchen sink into this electric side of the map. They are gonna choose to foam up this wall. Nice little breach towards the A bomb site, but that's going to give away their positioning. Now, Blender foaming up another wall. Door blocker getting broken. Budgie with the EMP wrapping around. Comms and Dirday here to defend. Where is he going with that? And the push comes in onto the A bomb site. Coda in the back line. Oh, trades come through nicely. It's all down to just Kraken now. And DEFCON finally finding some success as Kraken with 8 points of health, stuck between a rock and a hard place, doesn't know what to do. Just going to decide to back out. Not sure why he hasn't used that syringe yet. There he does pop the syringe. Going to bring him back from 8 points of health to 88. If it heals him all the way. And he's going to go for the quick flank. 1 versus 3. Looks like he is interested. He's rather not interested in a save. And he wants to bring the fight to DEFCON. Keep this momentum going for his team. We've seen him in the clutch before. Really nice 1v3 on Hideout. Let's see if he can make the magic happen again. EMP is planted, but Atomic Dog catching him with the angle around the corner. And that is going to be DEFCON putting their first round on the board here in the first half. So don't count them out just yet. That force buy coming in nicely. They've got a round on the board. And they've got a little bit of money to work with now. You string this last round together, right? This is the final round, so we're going to see full buys from both teams. Put this last round on the board. You got a 4-2 score line going into the second half. There's some comeback potential there. But like we stated, Reignfall won map 1, 7-2. Map 2, Hideout was a draw. So it was a 7-2 on Skyscraper. Hideout was a draw. That means that Reignfall is up 1-0. And in order to draw the series, DEFCON have to win this map. A draw will not do it. A draw will not do it. A draw is good for them. It's better than a loss, obviously. But if you want to tie the series, you need to win. As soon as Reignfall get that 6th round on the board, that's series for them. So one more round and they'll be on series point. Not quite map point, but... Ooh, Crimson with the shotgun finds the first pick onto Rex everything as they try to get a quick play into this office, and that's gonna slow the attack down pretty quickly. Put a halter in it. A couple of members taking control of the hatch. Ripper rotating in as well. Looks like they're going to work with some control of the orange staircase. It's all 4 members now from DEFCON piling in here. Might see a bit of a fast drop. As we, as the spectators, know that there's just comms in the connector here to defend. With Coda on the other side, I wonder as you're seeing 3 members rotate around, what is this play? They're going to hit both the hatches at the same time. Other hatch gets blown. 3 members looking into the war room hatch. Going to find a lot of damage on Dakota, but not quite finding it. Blender's going to push in and get aggressive. Oh, we're walking right past him in the toilet. And now it's Ripper looking to trade it out, but Crimson from behind with the shotgun. They run right by Crimson. Atomic Dog finally trades him out, but it's all down to Atomic Dog. Doing a little dance. It's going to have to be another ace from him. We've seen him do it before. Can he do it again? First kill in the bag. Have to be the 1v5 ace clutch. The most glorious and prestigious of medals to earn. Especially in a competitive match like this one. Final round of the half. Minute left on the clock. As the clock winds down, Atomic Dog's going to have to make something happen. There is 0 value in saving here. So you throw what you got. I shouldn't say 0 value. It does give your team a chance to kind of have a mental reset, talk things over, get your mind right for the second half, so perhaps that's why. But we're going to see the push in and just an immediate firing squad waiting for him as Comms ends up picking up the kill. Absolutely dominant performance here from Comms so far. 4-2. Everybody on Team Reignfall having a really powerful second half. Take a look at the scoreboard here. 8 kills for Crimson, 7 for DeCracka, and everyone else with 4. Atomic Dog trying to fight back with 5 kills, but so far it's been all about Reignfall here on Factory. The 3rd time we've tried to get Factory going, and it's finally going DEFCON's. I'm sorry, it's finally going Reignfall's way. So no need to DDoS the servers anymore. I kid. Of course, I'm kidding. Nobody's DDoSing the servers. Unfortunately, all the Dallas servers were crashing over and over again. So very unfortunate. Perhaps also being on a different region playing out. to Reignfall's advantage there as well. We're going to see the push coming in. All 5 members for Reignfall here. Crimson leading the charge. Hands in the air like you just don't care. Quickly taking control of this museum side. Looks like we're going to see a bit of a hatch play. Bombs charging forward with that active camo. There is no roam on the top floor. This is going to be the hatch. Directly onto A. Third day with that breaching foam. Got to rotate back in. Who is here to defend? Quick drop. And the fight comes in. And the trades are crazy back and forth for both teams. And it's just Atomic Dog here. In a 1 versus 3. And I finally caught a mid-round replay of some sweet action. That's what I'm talking about. But DEFCON really hoping Atomic Dog can make some magic happen here in a 1v3. Look at how disciplined Reignfall's playing this. Just not giving him an inch. You want it? Come and get it. Finding the headshot on the comms. Opens up the round. He has a syringe. Finding the reload. Gotta use that syringe now, Atomic Dog. Use that syringe. Looks like he says, I don't need it. 36 points of health is plenty. He finds the headshot onto the cracker. Oh, if only the syringe was popped. If only, imagine. He found it. Look at the damage he did. The cracker there. Instant headshot down to 23 points of health. Extend that fight out a little bit. Get yourself a 1v1. And that round is doable. That's going to be the series. Going the way of Reignfall is the worst they can do is draw this map. So with 1 win, 1 draw, and at worst another draw, that's a series win. So if you're a Reignfall fan, pop the champagne. The series is in the bag. Now it's just coming down to the rounds. How many can DEFCON put on the board here? Can they draw the map by winning 5 straight? Man, what a night. What a series. The drama of the servers crashing. The crazy clutch on Hideout. Just back and forth action. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm sure DEFCON not quite loving it right now, but nothing they can do but stay strong. Oh, perfect position from Atomic Dog, but immediately headshot. Blender is also here as the drop comes in. They all vault in, and Coda finds 2 to open up the round. They're trying to close the series out right now. 5 versus 3. And the wall spam from the cracker catches Rex everything. It's all down to Budgie and Ripper. Push comes in. They take control of the A. The repeat comes in. The shotgun is there. Finds 1. Budgie with the repeat. For a second. 2 versus 4 now. They are not aware of his position. He is going to find the second in comms, and that's the bomb down. Now it's all down to Ripper, and he's not going to be able to do it. And that's the series and the map going over to Reignfall. Celebrations come in. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We are going to see Reignfall winning the series here. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just such a oof. It's like a movie here with the drama, so much stress, so back and forth. Really looked like really looked like DEFCON were on par to do some damage in that third map, up 3-0, and then the server crash. Can you believe it? My heart goes out. Everybody on DEFCON. Tragic turn of events. I know that's got to be frustrating, but don't let it get you down. I'm sure we're going to see more of them. This was their first debut match into the VRML, and they put up a solid performance, managing to tie it up on Hideout. Yeah, I think we're going to see more of them. Reignfall, I'm not sure if we've seen them on cast before, but yeah, being their 5th match here in VRML at least. Nice little up-and-coming team. So I'm sure we'll see some more. See who's going to dominate, see where they're at. They're already ranked in the silver division. Perhaps looking to work their way up into gold and beyond. Oh man, I want to catch some of these replays. We're so good. We're back to the replays on Skyscraper, so we got a ways to go. Wish there was a button where I could just shuffle through them. Yep, I want to see. Oh, there was a really cool one that I caught mid-round on Factory there, where they did a hatch drop and everybody dropped into that A bomb site. I want to see it. I want to see it, but I don't think we're gonna have time because my time is winding down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Filibuster, your host for the evening. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Once more, I'd like to give a quick shout out to the sponsors of the stream: ProTube, HyperX, X Stadium, and of course, Triangle Factory. Thank you guys so much for making this tonight's stream possible. Shout out to everyone at the VRML crew for helping out and making this possible as well. And yeah, until the next time, make sure you subscribe. I'm Filibust. I'll be seeing you.
Pre-season of VRML Breachers is brought to you by Triangle Factory, HyperX, Asterion Products, VR Cover, Arma.gg, Kiwi Design, and VRware.net.